Well, for those of you who don't like me, you're not going to like me even more after this video. And it's not this, it's what I'm about to say after this. So, there's a lot of people who believe that I don't work. Okay? If you like me, that doesn't really do anything for me. So if you don't like me, imagine what that doesn't do for me. This is about 7 hours worth of work of my time. Yeah, I work. I think it's about $5,000. I'll count it later. Maybe 4,000. I don't know. So, I'm going to get spiritual on a lot of you people. You see that keyboard back there? That keyboard at the bottom cost approximately $3,000. Do you think I own that keyboard? Sure. Okay. No. I don't own that keyboard. Well, you're probably saying, okay, did you steal it? Oh, of course. Typical stereotype. Because I don't tell you what I do for work, and I don't blab about what I do for work. And if I do, I was lying just to point you in another direction, because I know you got a big mouth. Typical stereotype. Negative. I did not steal it. I don't steal anywhere. I haven't stolen anything since 2006. Not 2005. No, I stole some in 2006. I gave the store approximately $3,000 for that keyboard behind me, with the cables and all. And in return, the store gave me that beautiful keyboard. He gave me a receipt. It's noted. It's insured. Now, do you still think I own that keyboard? You do, don't you? Right. Sorry, nervous laugh. I'm just nervous, so it's a nervous laugh. I'm not laughing at you. I do not own that keyboard. I am borrowing that keyboard for the next 15 or 20 years that I have left to go on this earth, God willingly. And after my time is up, when I leave, that keyboard is going to go to somebody else. And somebody else is going to pay probably $3,000 for it, or $2,000. And they are going to borrow it. You humans use the word death a lot. Well, when you die, when I die, when you die, when we die, we don't die, we go somewhere else. We don't have to get into that right now. The bottom line is when my time is up, I can't take that keyboard with me. We agree on that? Typically, when we die, so you say, when our time is up, our heart stops, our skin turns into a different color, the plug in our electric brain, because there is power in the brain, it gets pulled, and then we transition somewhere else. Do you really think I could say, oh, hey, God, hold on, before you pull the plug, can I take this with me to heaven or to my next journey? Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's a nervous laugh. I'm nervous, so I decided to laugh. I'm not laughing at you. No, I can't take it with me. I can't take any of this stuff with me. None of this stuff is mine. Down here it is. I am borrowing it. I am using it. You probably wonder where I'm going with this, don't you? Good. Wonder. The wonder years. I like that. Your house, your condo, your property. Do you think that's yours? Do you think you own your property? Oh, I'm not even talking about the afterlife and the spiritual life. I'm talking about down here, motherfucker. I'm talking about down here. Do you really own your house? I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's a nervous laugh, so I'm laughing. But I'm not laughing at you. You don't own your house. Typically, if I'm not mistaken, the majority of the people in America, probably the world, but the majority of the people in America, you owe on your house to the bank for 30 years for the majority of the time. So let me get this straight. And because I have integrity, I want you to correct me if you feel that I'm wrong. It's unlikely I'm wrong, but if I am wrong, I admit that I'm wrong because I like to learn. And I don't like to accuse people of stuff that's not true. I don't like to say things that are not true. So correct me if I'm wrong, though. Is it safe to say that the majority of the people owe on their house for 30 years? They call it a 30-year mortgage. And most people, I mean, some people, I should say, some people, their house isn't for a 30-year mortgage. They were able to put down a humongous down payment. But is it safe to say that the majority of the people in America have a 30-year mortgage? Like everyone? Safe to say. No argument. Okay, cool. Thanks. I like when we don't argue and we all agree on something. Good, good. Okay. So, is it safe to say, and this is a big one, think about this, is it safe to say that the majority of the people's first paycheck, if not all of it, most of it, and I'm being generous, by the way, if not all of it, most of that first paycheck of the month goes to the bank for your house? Is that safe to say? Okay, great. So now where it gets really fucked up, not complicated, really fucked up, is you mean to tell me that the majority of you people, you wake up at approximately 6 o'clock in the morning, you have to get dressed, you have to take a shower, at least I hope you do. That takes at least a half an hour, I think more, but let's just say a half an hour. You have to sit in traffic for at least 40 minutes, but I'll say half an hour just to be nice. You have to stay at some job that you don't like for the majority of you people. for 8 hours to sit back in traffic for another at least 40 minutes because it's rush hour, but I'll say another 30 minutes just to be fair, just to go to sleep and fall asleep to do it all over again Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and practically for the next 3 weeks after that out the month for 30 years, with the exception of holidays. You mean to tell me that you do that routine Monday through Friday, with the exception of holidays, for 30 years? To pay the bank for a home that more than likely you will never own. If you do, you will be old as fuck. And for a home that you cannot take with you for when you make your transition to the next journey. Is that what you're telling me? Have you ever decided to think about and look, where does my first paycheck go? Well, it goes to the bank. Yeah, for how long? Well, 30 years. Okay, for what? For my house. Okay, so this is where it gets a little complicated. And I have a little experience with this. Statute of limitations expired. Mission accomplished for other people, not for me, but it is what it is. I agreed to it. No big deal. A lot of people are under the impression that that house that I used to have in Orland in the year 2006, I just picked it out the blue. No. That house had my name on it since the year 2003, from the best of my knowledge. That is not an opinion, that is a fact. It's like training day. You've been planning this all day. I've been planning this all week. You've been planning this since 2006. They have been planning this since 2003. For other reasons I'm not going to get into, by the way. Where I'm going with this is the builder, the people who controlled the builder, they knew very well. So when you meet a builder, all the builders, if there's any builders on my YouTube channel, or if anyone's showing this to a builder, they're about to say, holy fucking shit. What the fuck was this guy into? How did they pull that? What the fuck? Yeah, well, it's common sense. It's simple. There's two kinds of builders. There's a builder that you meet to build your home, and then he prices you for the windows, for the bricks, for the roof, for the basement. Okay. It's not a bad price compared to the bank. See, the builder is doing the same thing as the bank. He or she is just not doing it as much as the bank. The second kind of builder is the builder who is your dad. He's your brother. The builder is your mom. That builder is not going to charge you interest for the bricks. I want you to take a look at your house, son. Look at them. Sorry, it's a nervous laugh. I'm not laughing at you. It's a nervous laugh. And so I laughed because I'm nervous. I want you to take a look at your house, son. Look at the bricks. Do you really think that those bricks are worth 30 years of your life? Go up on the roof. Do you really think that your roof is worth 30 years of your life? No, it's not. The only good thing about paying a mortgage is you can write it off for taxes. If you want to get into that game. it's pretty much safe to say that you are working for shit. Now, I told you that you weren't going to like me after this video. I got some people who hate me, but I got some people who love me. And I don't give a fuck about either one of them. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Fuck, you hate me? Damn, that sucks, man. You hate me. Oh no. Oh, you hate me. No, don't hate me. I don't want you to hate me. If you hate me, I don't get any money. Don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I want you to think that I'm cool. I want you to be my friend. Yeah. That's what I want. Oh, they hate me. Okay. I'm not going to have no more money because you hate me. You don't hate me. You hate what comes out of my mouth because you realize it's the honest to God truth. That's what you hate. You don't really hate me, but it's okay. Hate me, I don't care. Okay. Okay. Now, let's move on to your next paycheck, because that's where it gets even more fucked up. There was this woman who was about to lose her house because your wonderful state government decided to raise taxes on the Mexicans so they could go ahead and clear it away for Chuy Garcia, because he's about to go on TV saying, oh, why did City Hall target Mexicans? Why do they target Pilsen? Why do they target Little Village? I'll fix today. I'll save the day. And of course, the majority of the Mexicans are going to believe him when he says that. Another Obama dream, which I was a part of that dream, by the way. Oh, a black president. Oh, he's from Chicago. Oh, let's vote for Obama. He cares. He knows what we go through. That didn't end up working well. 4,000 black people died. And the same thing is going to happen again with the Mexicans when Chuy wins. Nothing is going to change. That's just the unfortunate, fucked up reality of it. Sad to say. But anywho, there's this lady on TV, and she's over here saying, I have been here for approximately 20 years of my life. I'm not trying to start over. Why are the taxes being raised on my house? I don't understand where all this money is going to. She said in her own words, and of course I've been saying this for a long time, the schools are no good. The security is no good. The neighborhood is dangerous. She said the police aren't around. Well, they're not around because it's not that they suck. They just don't have any cops in that particular area for you, honey. And I think you know the reason why, the color of our skin. So she was wondering where all the money goes to. Why is it being raised? Everything sucks here in Chicago, practically. Well, yeah. The other half of the paycheck is going to state politicians and their friends and their pensions so they can say, hey, I'm Jeff Bezos, I'm Elon Musk, I control things, I can give you a bigger pension. If it wasn't for them, they'd be working at Costco. True story. I gotta run. I think I did a good job with this video. Learning lesson of the day. Positive. What would Jesus say? We are all on borrowed time. Our time down here is extremely limited. Don't stress yourself out by working 40 hours a week for the man and the machine and the system. You can't take any of that with you, son. The game is not designed for us to win. The game is designed for some insecure, ugly, powerful people who fill up their insecurities by giving jobs and pensions to others. There's a lot of greedy people. Yeah, I used to be kind of one of them, not a politician. And I used to be greedy. I just wanted it just to get back at the man. I'm very happy in my life right now. I have everything that I want and need. How about you? Like, I know I got a lot of politicians on my YouTube channel. Huh, wonder why. Do you have everything that you need? Is it ever enough money for you? Are you ever just satisfied in life the way I am? Do you ever just look around and say, wow, look what I got. I'm happy in life. Let me give back. Let me try to make life easier for other people. Do you do that? No. I try.